So Mark Herriman from Sencrop, and they have their weather stations dotted about the showground, and I presume you have your own stand here as well, is that right?
Indeed, yeah, so we'll be exhibiting here in June when the event's on, but we're working with some of the growers before the event on the trial plots to provide weather data to aid in their decisions while they're growing the crops.
And what exactly do weather stations do?
So we have a range on site at the moment. So we have a rain crop which monitors rainfall, temperature and humidity. We have a wind sensor which is monitoring the wind speed and the wind gust and the wind direction. And we've recently installed a solar irradiance sensor which monitors sunlight. And that allows us to create a water table and the water balance for the sites and show how much water is available to the crops in the ground.
And who are you specifically working with here?
For that project, we're working with premium crops.
Okay. How long have you been in the weather station business? I mean, is it? I mean, they're fairly technical pieces of kit.
I mean, weather stations have been around for a long time. Sencrop has existed for the past 6 years. We're a French startup. We've been active in the UK for the last 3 years. We have now got 30,000 weather stations deployed across Europe, 3,000 of those in the UK. And that number continues to grow every single day.
And are they all linked up or not?
Yes, the whole idea behind it is it's a collaborative network. So a farmer or an agronomy company can install the weather station on the ground, use a very simple application to access their historical weather data, their live weather data and forward forecasting, and then they can all then connect into the neighbouring stations around to start building up a really large collaborative picture of what's going on with the weather.
And so then you can work out when you need irrigation.
Exactly. So
spray.
yeah, we can use the wind speed to help aid in spraying decisions. We can use the solar irradiance sensor in combination to look at irrigation planning and reducing irrigation where we can if needed.
And what's the future? What's the next step in weather stations?
Next step in weather stations. The whole idea behind sort of the rollout of our stations is that we're looking at ultra-local data on different plots of land, because the weather is so changeable and it can change from one side of this site to the other side of the site in a matter of hours. So be able to deploy a large number of stations across a farming estate or across a large land area gives us ultra-local data for the thing. And then we have some interesting forecasting changes coming soon as well.
Okay, that'll be for next year.
Well, the forecasting stage are coming very soon, so we use 8 forecast models in our application at the moment. That's backed up by further models that aren't displayed within the application. But we are now making changes to rank those weather forecasts in level of accuracy, depending on where the local stations are based on farm. And then the future of that later in this year will be the Sencrop weather forecast, which will take all the most accurate data from multiple forecasting models and bring it into one central place on the application as an ultra-local on-farm weather forecast.
Excellent. Thank you, Mark.
There we are.